Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently in a slightly awkward position here, of course. These guys rebelled against us because of the storm, the Nexus storm up here, and there's not much we can do about that other than take back the territory. That's all we can do here. So that is, of course, exactly what is happening. They're building a planetary shield generator here. Well, isn't that rude? I mean, they're already at 100 devastation. I kind of want to just land here, though, because I don't want to let that planetary shield generator get finished. That's going to be done in, like, 50 days there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and land here before that can happen. Excellent. They definitely do have some defenders still, and that is understood. But for now, that looks fine. And now we're going to move these guys over to Ojlar's Prime, is the idea. So we're invading there, and we will be getting back our dimensional fleet fairly soon, so that is understood. How are things going over here at Radar Station Alpha? Okay, that definitely has a long ways to go. No doubt about that. Noted. So for now, I guess it's reasonably fine. We will be receiving our forces back soon, and we're going to go take all of these areas with the dimensional fleet. Although we could tell one of these forces to go do that, but I think we're going to remain bombarding with all of our forces, and the dimensional fleet will be the one that is responsible for that. So the dimensional fleet should be back now. Where is it? Is this it? It is. Why is it here? It can't bypass Nunkey without actually jump driving. That's kind of nuts. Okay, well, just go ahead and jump drive directly to Lem, I guess. And we should be able to take this very, very easily. And then we'll get repairs there, because this clearly does need some repairs. Although, this looks better than it did a moment ago. But it does still definitely need repairs. So Astinda Prime needs some upgrades here. And we are definitely going to work on that. There we go. We'll just get that planetary capital going. And we're going to attack Lem here. Again, this should go very, very easily. And then we'll get repairs here once we control that station. So how are we going on Ojlar Secundus? The answer is we've almost got that. Perfect. And they are attacking us down over somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where.
Emancipated.
Okay.
Battling Aggressor Station.
Where is this? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right over here in Lem. Okay, so that's fine. At this point, Ojlar Secundus is occupied by us. Beautiful. So with that, we are able to, well, kind of leave this be. I mean, we're going to want to make some changes here. They changed it to an urban world, but this was clearly set up to be a... and there's the Nexus storm coming back this way. Yeah, there it is.
Research complete.
This was clearly set up to be a research world, right? Unless they set it up this way. But no, with the districts, it's clearly set up that way. So over at Ojlar's Prime, what do we got? 1344, huh? Okay, that's noted. So these guys should be chilling at Lem right now. Are they getting repairs? Well, this starbase hasn't started to return yet. It hasn't started to get repaired. So I don't think we're getting repairs here. If we were to go get repairs, we'd go back to Ojlar's. But honestly, I think we're fine to just stay here. We're just going to wait until this starbase begins to repair, which it's doing now. There we go. And now once we enter orbit here, we should start to repair, right? I'm like 45% sure about that. Well, for now, let's leave these guys here. I want to check in over at Targon. So over at Targon, we see 1212. Okay, that's got a ways to go yet. So at Radar Central, it is, of course, 1118. So that's a ways to go as well. Ojlar's is currently at 1252. That's also a very long ways to go. We're going to run out of energy credits soon enough. I'm going to sell off some minerals to keep us afloat for now. Now, how are we doing on our army recruitment down here? It's slow. Okay. I mean, this is what happens when our core worlds all decide to rebel
Station
because
under
of
attack.
something that we can't control. The good news is this storm is going to go away very soon. 1.2 years, in theory. In theory. So we just got to get this cleaned up, and that will be absolutely fine. So are we repairing here? Yes, we are. Beautiful. So we're at 93, 94... and we're going to go through and just take back all of this, is the idea. Eptrabon would be great to take back as well. This is partly occupied. I see. They occupy Eptrabon Prime, but not Eptrabon Secundus. Gotcha. Okay. So that's all fine. Storm Obercold will be over very, very soon. So we are now as done as we're going to be here, and I want to queue up a move order over here that is going to end up being something kind of like this for now. And then we're going to hit Celia, head up to Siagawa, head down to Kerbis and Trinic, and then into Eptrabon is the idea. So that'll be fine. We could also move one of these from bombarding at Ojlar's directly into attacking Siagawa, and then bombarding at Siagawa Prime would be the idea. Okay. Looks like they've completely messed up our orbital rings. We're going to have to do a lot of work on this once we get this back. So we need some engineering research. Let's just grab fusion missiles for now. That'll be okay. We're going to run out of consumer goods very soon, so we're going to need to do something about that. And I'm going to sell off a few alloys here for now as well. Okay, so this up over here is still at 104k. We're going to need to wipe this out, unfortunately. Not much we can do about it, sadly. Talon Prime, we can definitely build a capital upgrade to. There we go. And let's just make our way through this as quickly as we can. So we're leaving these guys bombarding here. Down to 1035. Eventually, we will get to the point where we are ready to invade these. We may actually want to take these up to indiscriminate bombardment at this point. I really don't want to indiscriminately bombard our own worlds, but it will be significantly faster. And I feel like that's very important at this time. So we need to definitely do a lot more damage here. We're already at 100 devastation, right? So we're going to kill some pops, I'm afraid, but what are we going to do? Like, there's nothing we can do about that. Okay, where's this magnetic storm at? Okay, up in the L cluster. I don't really care about that for now. The good news is Storm Obercold is going to be going away very soon, in theory. Very, very soon.
Battling aggressor station.
So that is fantastic. We are, of course, in the process of taking back this area down over here. And I want to check in at Ojlar's. This is down to 1010. Sounds good. And where are we? Why are we here? Okay. So I do see that the Urzuku regulators are getting pretty close over here. We can't do a single thing about that right now. We've got much bigger problems. So for the moment, we're going to take back Radar Station Alpha eventually. That is 1006. Targon is currently at 1156. Okay, that is noted. So Gaping Maw is under our control. We're going to go begin a bombardment at Siagawa. And that'll be fine for now. Our Dimensional Fleet is going to continue to move through these areas. They move very, very slowly, so that is deeply unsurprising.
Research complete.
Okay, so there's gene tailoring, sure. And let's go for, I don't know, sure, improved incubators. That seems fine. So right now what I want to do is I want to get these guys, for now, moved up to Radar Central. So they'll arrive there eventually.
Battling aggressor station.
Excellent. So we are currently fighting in Siagawa, and this is going to be no real problem for us to take out.
Spaceport under attack.
Looks like we're going down here first, which is mildly awkward, but okay. There we go. And now we're going to go up and attack the Siagawa orbital ring.
Spaceport lost.
There we go. Cool. So that looks good for now. And yes, this is definitely a problem out over here. Well, they don't actually have a way in over here. They have to go in here or here. So that buys us a little bit of time. So that's good. We are currently fighting up here in Targon. I'm not sure exactly how they got here. They must have retreated back to their capital? Interesting. Because this is their capital. So let's just grab this real quick. And then we're going to move back to bombarding Targon Prime. There we go. Excellent. So that'll be fine for now. And we should be bombarding at Siagawa at this point. Come on up here. You don't need to go down there.
Protocols activated.
Just come on up.
Research complete.
Okay, so that is fusion missiles. That doesn't really help us very much, but we can grab standardized cruiser patterns for the moment. Looks good. Let's check in on Ojlars. How are we doing here? 900. Okay. Over at Targon, this is currently at 1065. And Radar Central is at 910. Noted. So that's all seeming fine for now. The Dimensional Fleet moves painfully slowly, but it's going to be moving into Huntor very, very soon. After that, we're going to have it hit Celia, and then Kerbis, and then Trinic, and then Eptrabon is the idea. Okay. So this is under control, but we definitely need to get some more work done here. Specifically, we need to get Ojlar's Prime under our control. I would really love it if this Nexus Storm would go away. It's back up to 1.2 years at this time. So that's noted. Okay. We're going to need to do quite a lot of recovery here. No doubt about it. Man, the Dimensional Fleet moves slowly. Very, very slowly. Okay, so we're attacking Huntor. That is fine. We're making progress over there. We've got a lot of bombardments underway, and we have some amount of these transport fleets moving in. Okay.
Battling aggressor station.
So that all seems absolutely fine for now. We're attacking Huntor. This is no problem. So we'll take that back nice and easily. There we go. Next up, we're heading up to Celia. There we go. We are out of consumer goods. Let's buy in 5,000 of those. And Valis is currently our empire capital, which is awkward. But we do have low stability in a lot of places. That is due to this storm, which is back up to 1.1 years. Eventually, it will go away, but apparently not now. That is, I guess, fine. So we do have some gateway sites we could upgrade. I'm not interested in that right now. I don't care. I guess we could do it since we're not really going to spend these alloys, but we do want to be banking alloys eventually. And energy credits are a concern as well. Let's just sell off some Zero and some Dark Matter for right now. And then we can get these upgraded. It will help us move around, so that's not the worst thing in the world. Okay. So checking in on Ojlars again. This is at 752 right now. So I want to bring this transport fleet over to reinforce this one. So this is currently going to be up over 1,000, and that means we'll be able to invade Ojlars pretty easily. In fact, we should be able to invade most of what we've got going on here with that fleet once they come in here. And that's going to take them a little while to do. Now, we're going to attack Celia, and that is apparently 1,000,000 years away because the Dimensional Fleet is incredibly slow, which is understood. We will get this taken back very shortly. So at this point, if we look at the Targon Prime Uprising, achieve war goals, we would get all of these back. And they would remain a subject of us,
System
but we want them to cease to exist. We want to just re-annex them. So that is absolutely fine. Okay, we're transiting via hyper relay to Ojlars at this point. That looks good. Storm Oberkold is down to 1 year remaining at this point. Eventually, it will go away. But I want to get these guys merged together, and then we're going to land on Ojlars.
Spaceport under attack.
There we go. So we're going to land here. That'll free up this fleet. But what do we want this fleet to do? to be honest, we don't actually need it to do anything at this point. But we could have it move to help bombard over at Targon. So I guess we could do it that way. Come on over here, help bombard, and once you arrive there, that'll be fine. So our planetary invasion at Ojlars is proceeding. We have taken Celia, we want to take Kerbis, and then go down to Trinic. And then we're going to go deal with this fleet at Eptrabon, is the idea. Okay, we're having more unrest on Euchromia. This is not surprising. This storm, 20 days, hang on. This storm is about to go away. It's so variable. Every time it moves, it like re-rolls how long is left on it. But I think it's about to go away. It's gone. Okay, that is such a big deal. That is an unspeakably big deal. There are just waves of relief right now. That was a rough storm. And it's true that even with our repulsion field, it just stayed right around Radar Central. So I don't think turning off all of the... Well, actually, when they rebelled, they probably turned them back on, didn't they? No, they didn't, actually. Okay. Well, that's going to be interesting regardless. So we're going to be done invading Ojlars fairly soon here. We are losing some armies here and there. That's understood. And I want to go down to Demi Vito here and grab what we've got and move them up as reinforcements to Radar Central. Okay, so we're going to finish our invasion of Ojlars Prime here. That'll be done shortly. And we've taken Kerbis at this point. Looks wonderful. So we're going to have to get all of these back under control, right? In particular, Euchromia is the one that needs to get solved. So this is at 98% devastation right now. It is improving. But the main issue here is, I mean, it's overcrowding. There's a planetary revolt. There's a pop approval rating. We need to get this devastation under control, right? I'm not sure if we'll have enough time. We'll see. There might be another rebellion due to that storm, but it'll be interesting. No doubt about it. So we finished up in Ojlars, and we're going to move up to Radar Central. We're going to immediately begin an invasion of it. I want to get this invasion finished. So then we have this other army, right, that's heading up to reinforce that. And we're absolutely going to want that army, which is currently here. We're going to want that army to also invade here at Radar Station Alpha. So what's going on in here right now? Why is this so glowy?
Battling aggressor station.
It's apparently not claimed by us.
Battle
okay,
commenced.
Sure. I'm not sure why it's so glowy in Radar Central right now. This usually indicates a storm, but I don't think there's a storm here. We could, I suppose, check Radar Station Alpha. Yeah, there's just the orbital bombardment. Okay. Well, for now, that is fine. We're going to have this rebellion wrapped up very shortly, and then we have a lot of work ahead of us. So we've got Trinic under our control right now. We're going to go in and attack Eptrabon, which is now fully occupied by the Nimbulan Authority. But I'm not sure how much that actually matters.
Spaceport
and
under attack.
We're going to be launching ourselves an invasion of Radar Station Alpha, our capital, very shortly. Want to check in at Siagawa. How are things looking here? 970? Okay, that'll require a little bit of work. And of course, Targon is down to 597. So that looks great. So Radar Station Alpha, we are going to easily win. And we're going to head on over to here. There we go. They left Eptrabon and are down at Figazar at this point. Okay, that is definitely noted. Did the reinforcements make their way into Radar Station Alpha? Yeah, probably. I think that they did. Okay, well, this looks absolutely fine. We are going to continue to crush them here. That will be fully under our control shortly.
Spaceport lost.
Yeah, that's over at Figazar.
Battling aggressor station.
So that's absolutely fine. We're going to take out these
Spaceport
orbital
under
rings
attack.
down here.
Station under attack.
Excellent. And checking in on Euchromia at this point. Let's just see what the devastation is like there. 96. Okay, so it's definitely improving. Okay, at this point, I want to go into our policies and edicts. We're going to turn off the hunker down protocols and the storm repulsion field for the moment. Okay, so that's fine. We're going to need to make significant changes to a lot of things when we get this war over. That's for sure.
Aggressor colony emancipated.
Okay, so there's Radar Station Alpha under our control. Now I want to come in and land on Targon Prime. And there's not that much left here for armies, only about 500. And we've got our fleets grouping up over here. So Eptrabon is currently under our control in terms of the spaceports. I want to head down and eliminate the wave breakers down here.
Research complete.
Okay, so now we can grab battleship scale space fauna, I guess. That seems fine. Cosmic clogging, huh? Okay.
Situation log updated.
Noted. So at this point, they have 358 reasons to not achieve war goals. Understood. And one of those is indeed Nunkey. So we are going to need to take that, and we should be able to with what we've got here, especially when we bring in the Dimensional Fleet, which will arrive in Figazar eventually. So we're landing on Targon Prime right now. Now, the next thing that I want to do is I want to get another round of reinforcements, but this time we're going to go directly to Siagawa. So that won't take us very long to get there. Let's just head right on up there.
Under attack.
And we're landed on Targon Prime right now, so I want to pull all of these guys over to Ojlars. That'll do for the moment. So it looks like they moved on to Talon. Sure. Let's just get all of this under our control. So I want to grab this, then attack Talon. Of course, our Dimensional Fleet is very slow, so they can probably outrun us. We're out of consumer goods.
Under attack.
It's understood. We could buy in some consumer goods and let this drop a little bit, but it's going to be a very long time. We're going to have some serious problems here for a bit because of this. But, I mean, that's the Nexus Storm for you. The good news is it's over, and hopefully, let's actually distribute amenities on Euchromia. That'll help matters a little bit, but what we really, really need is this devastation to improve, right? Things are getting better here, but we have a long ways to go. It's mostly that devastation.
Aggressor colony emancipated.
Okay, so there's Targon back under control. Now, I want to come down to Siagawa and land on Siagawa Prime. And these guys here, they are coming in to reinforce, right? So I actually want to grab these and merge them together. There we go. So that'll be fine for now. We're going to continue to bombard at Siagawa Prime for the moment. Ah, our Dimensional Fleet ran out of time.
Spaceport under attack.
Okay. That's maybe fine, though. Let's move these guys up to Ojlars at this point. Actually, hang on. How long do we have here? 716 in strength. I think we need to continue to bombard here for the moment. Okay. So the Dimensional Fleet is gone at this point. And the only things that we need now is Siagawa and Nunkey. We're incredibly, incredibly close at this point. And this is a 1K transport fleet at this point. I don't think we have to take these
under attack.
Is the thing. We have an agenda available which we can launch, which we will definitely do. And I think we take a higher purpose. That'll boost our citizen pop happiness by 5%, which will, you know, help take the edge off of some of these areas. Euchromia is improving, but it has a long ways to go. But again, that's entirely due to the devastation here. So that is understood. Okay, so Siagawa is going to be taken back very, very soon. Yep, our Dimensional Fleet has returned. And we're going to move back at this point to Ojlars. We're going to be landing here very shortly. And we should probably take None of these are useful for armies. Okay, I guess we'll go for, like, emergency FTL damage risk reduction and combat disengagement chance. Something along those lines? Sure. So these guys are going to continue to rampage up over here a little bit, but to be honest, there's not much they can do. We're just going to come in and land on Siagawa Prime. Our fleets are going to gather in Ojlars, and then we're going to go take Nunki. That's going to be a little painful, to be sure. But let's just land on Siagawa Prime right now.
Station under attack.
Yeah, let's land on Siagawa Prime. Cool.
Planetary invasion begun.
So there we go. We are invading here. We should be fine with no real problem there. And now all we need to do is get this fleet back up to Ojlars and, in theory, repaired.
System survey complete.
Can we rebuild ships at this point? No, we have no shipyards. Okay. No fleets are in need of reinforcements. That's not true. We have lots of fleets in need of reinforcements. We're full on minor artifacts. We have full astral threads, which we should probably boost these. There we go. Okay, we're going to run out of consumer goods again. I'm going to sell some food. I'm going to sell some minerals, and we're going to buy in some consumer goods. Okay. So now we're in the hyper relay network over here. Well, we're almost to the hyper relay network. So that'll be good. Our consumer goods shortages are dropping. There's this planetary revolt on Euchromia still. And we'll see what ends up happening with that. Devastation is down to 90, so it has dropped by 10% at this point. So that is good. But we absolutely need that to continue to reduce. This will be fine once the devastation is no longer a thing. We're working on it. Okay, so we're going to arrive in the Ojlars system shortly.
Spaceport under attack.
And then we're going to get our repairs here. And yeah, these guys are, they're going to continue to attack some spaceports out over here. I'm not too concerned about it for the moment. The Urzuku regulators are a problem, no doubt about that. And we'll tackle that once this is all under control. Okay, so we have arrived over here. Now, I want to grab, say, Void Hunter 2. You can take an Admiral point. There you go. Excellent. And now we're going to get these repairs done. So that shouldn't take very long to get the repairs completed. They are underway now. And all we need now is to take Nunki back. We could upgrade the Science Nexus Hub, and I'm actually going to do that.
Aggressor colony emancipated.
Okay, so there's Siagawa under our control. I'm going to move these guys back to Demi Vito at this point. We don't need to take anything out over here, I don't think. And yeah, we're 72 reasons away from achieving war goals, demanding unoccupied systems and unoccupied planets. Nunki and Unok. Oh, we don't have Unok. When did that happen? I thought we took that. Interesting. Let's head over to Unok. We don't quite have enough to take it on right now, but let's just go and attack Nunki at this moment. And we are, of course, going to turn on our edicts as soon as we go through here. So let's just get into position. We're going to need to boost up our power levels a little bit here. Foreign empires claiming our systems. The Nimbulan Authority. Okay, I don't care about that. So we're going to go into our edicts here. We're going to turn on Astral Shielding. We're going to turn on Exotic Gases for Shield Boost, Volatile Ammunition, Volatile Reactive Armor, and Focusing Crystals. There we go. So let's go ahead and do that, and we're going to jump into Nunki with much more powerful fleet numbers. There we go. And now it's time to do some fighting. This is painful for us to fight, but we're definitely going to do it. It's going to be
Spaceport under
not
attack.
Easy to replenish, but it's fine. So we're doing decent damage to them, but we're also taking a lot of damage. This is not shocking in the slightest. This is our entire force at this point levied against this. And if this doesn't work, then we've got serious problems. I think we're okay. Our long-range weapons are finishing them off. Yeah, we're okay here. But they definitely tore through our close-range ships. No doubt about that. That was painful. Okay, so let's get Nunkey under our control. We're going to run out of consumer goods again, so let's buy in a few more of those, selling off a few volatile motes and rare crystals. There we go. And this is now under our control. We're going to head to Unok, because we need to bombard at Unok Prime. That's the only thing that we need to do at this point. So that looks fine, but it is past time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And before we go, I want to turn off these edicts before I forget. So we're going to turn off focusing crystals. Yeah, all of these. Okay, there we go. And we just need to come in and bombard Unok Prime at this point. So that'll be fine. In fact, I'm going to jump drive us, I think. It's only 48 days. No, let's do it this way. Organize resistance. Okay, that's not great, but hopefully Euchromia will be replenishing quickly enough. That's the idea anyway. The devastation here, not phenomenal, that's for sure. But we'll get there. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Andy Magar, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Hiro Marutsu, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.